electrode potential. Now when we dip a metal into a solution containing its own ion, then at equilibrium charge separation takes place. As a result, that generate a potential difference. This potential difference is called electrode potential. Nernst equation. Nernst equation for copper electrode. We have to write that reaction in reduced form. Copper 2 plus absorb 2 electron to form copper. So for this reaction, Nernst equation E copper 2 plus copper equal to E naught copper 2 plus copper minus 0.059 by 2. Number of electron involved 2. So by 2 log copper by copper 2 plus. Log product by reactant. Listen carefully. When there is negative, then log product by reactant. When we take positive, then reactant by product. So remember that sign. When negative, then it is product by reactant. So copper by copper 2 plus. Next for zinc electrode. E Zn2 plus Zn equal to E naught Zn2 plus by Zn minus 0.059 by 2 log zinc by Zn2 plus. First equation, second equation. So I will get that Nernst equation for galvanic cell. Now 1 minus 2. Nernst equation for galvanic cell. So E naught cell equal to E cell equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 by 2 log Zn2 plus by copper 2 plus. I will get that equation now from that previous equation 1 minus 2. E naught cell and Kc. Kc equilibrium constant. Equilibrium constant. Relation between E naught cell and Kc. Now E naught cell equal to 0.059 by n log Kc. Next, relation between del G and E naught cell. Relation between del G naught and E naught cell. Del G naught gives free energy. And that E naught cell, standard EMF of cell. So del G naught equal to minus N F E naught cell. Now F Faraday. 1 Faraday equal to 96500 coulomb. Conductor, the substance which allow the passage of electricity through them. Now there are two type of conductor. First one, metallic conductor. This type of conductor, when electricity pass through them, there is no chemical change. It does not undergo dissociation. That is metallic conductor. Copper wire, when electricity pass through them, there is no chemical change. Only due to resistance, heat little bit generate. So no chemical change. Second one, electrolytic conductor. Electrolytic conductor or electrolytes. Electrolytes. What is electrolytes? Now the substance under aqueous condition or molten condition conduct electricity, and due to passage of electricity, chemical change takes place. It undergo decomposition. That is electrolytic conductor. Solid NaCl does not conduct electricity, but aqueous solution of NaCl or molten NaCl easily conduct electricity, and due to that passage of electricity, what happened? Decomposition takes place. NaCl, molten, passage of electricity. What happened? In cathode we will get sodium, in anode we will get chlorine. Cation moves to cathode, anion moves to anode. So in cathode we will get sodium, and in anode we will get chlorine. So it undergo decomposition on passage of electricity. Strong electrolytes. Strong electrolytes. Now electrolytes which undergo complete dissociation on passage of current, that is strong electrolyte. Example, most of the salt, strong acid and strong base. NaCl, salt, it undergo complete dissociation, 100% dissociation. So strong electrolyte. Undergo complete dissociation. On passage of electricity. Example, NaCl, H2SO4, KOH, all strong acid, strong base, and most of the salt are strong electrolyte. Next, weak electrolyte. Which undergo partial dissociation on passage of electricity. Undergo partial dissociation. Example, weak acid like acetic acid, ammonium hydroxide, weak base. All these are weak electrolytes. Ohm's law. The potential difference across the conductor is directly proportional to the current through it. That is V proportional to I. V potential difference, I electric current. So V equal to IR, R resistance, resistance. Next, R proportional to L by A. L distance between two electrons. A cross sectional area of electrode. Area of electrode. Cross sectional area of electrode. So constant, cell constant. For a particular that electrolytic cell, that L by A is constant. It is called cell constant. So R proportional to L by A, or R equal to rho into L by A. Rho is proportionality constant, rho resistivity. Resistivity or specific resistance. Resistivity or specific resistance. Next, G, conductance. Conductance. Now it is the reciprocal of resistance. So G equal to 1 by R. Kappa equal to 1 by rho. It is reciprocal of resistivity. Now, what is conductivity? Now, it is the conductance of 1 centimeter cube solution. It is the conductance of 1 centimeter cube of solution. So kappa equal to 1 by R into L by A. That equation, lambda m equal to 1000 kappa by C. That lambda m molar conductivity, K that conductivity or specific conductance, C molarity of the solution. So what is molar conductivity? Now it is the conductance of a solution kept between two electrodes unit distance apart and having cross sectional area to accommodate sufficient amount of or sufficient volume of solution which contain 1 mole of electrolytes. Now equivalent conductance, instead of 1 mole of electrolytes, it will be 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. That it is the conductance of a solution kept between two electrodes unit distance apart and having cross sectional area sufficient to accommodate that sufficient volume of solution which contain 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. That is equivalent conductance. So lambda EQ equal to 1000 kappa by N. N stands for normality. Next we have to learn change of conductivity with concentration. That change of conductivity, that is kappa, with concentration. Now, as the concentration decreases, number of ion per 1 centimeter cube of solution decreases. So conductivity also decreases. As the concentration decreases, number of ion per 1 centimeter cube of solution decreases. As a result, conductivity also decreases. So as the concentration decreases, number of ions per centimeter cube of solution decreases. So conductivity also decreases. Conductivity directly proportional to concentration, but molar conductivity inversely proportional to concentration. So next we will learn that change of molar conductivity with concentration. So first we will discuss for weak electrolyte. For weak electrolyte, as dilution increases, number of ion also increases due to increasing degree of dissociation. That Oswald dilution law. According to Oswald dilution law, as dilution increases, degree of dissociation of weak electrolyte also increases. As a result, number of ion also increases. So molar conductivity increases. So as the dilution increases, that means that dilution increases means concentration decreases. As the dilution increases or concentration decreases, molar conductivity increases due to that degree of dissociation of weak electrolyte increases. Next, for strong electrolyte. For strong electrolyte, as dilution increases, that means concentration decreases, the interaction between ion, that one decreases. Interaction between ion means, now in concentration solution, ion are more tightly held. That opposite ion tightly held in concentrated solution. Now as concentration decreases, that interaction, ionic interaction also decreases. As a result, speed of ion increases, molar conductivity also increases. So due to decreasing ionic interaction, increasing molar conductance. So for strong electrolyte, as concentration decreases, molar conductivity increases due to decreasing ionic interaction. Next, that graph concentration. For strong electrolyte, that KCl, this type of graph. For weak electrolyte, acetic acid, this type of graph.